In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goals, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going at a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me. It is the greatest honor for me as a player. I've represented my clubs, my community, from a young child, from under 15 to under 17, under 19, and on the national level for the senior team is the highest level you can possibly reach. I aspire to play against the highest level, the best players. That's where you challenge yourself and really get to know what you're about. If you're as good a player as you think you are, I am very excited for it, to join the senior players, just get a feel for the environment, and travel and play for my country.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
I will fit into the national team playing style because I always try to listen to what the coach say. I try my best. Even after I got now, I still restrict about the position where I have to play, so I can just suit the coach style and what he wants from us.
Great move, he scores!
For my team to succeed, I plan on making every minute on the pitch count towards goal contribution.
Into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life, let it BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
It's been a great experience being here on the national team. I came in when I was 19 years old, when coach then came in. I've been working with a lot of the pro fellows from overseas. They've helped me a lot, not just as a player, but as a human itself. It's been a great experience.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
Will you all please stand for the national anthem of St. Lucia?
Stand for the national anthem.
And of course, we're going to pay the respects in having a moment of silence for Johnny Hippolyte. Yeah, Johnny Hippolyte, a past player of CLERY who passed as a result of drowning. Ref. A round of applause there for the two participating teams. Let me welcome you to match 120. That's of our annual tournament, the St. Lucia Semi-Professional Football League for 2025. Well, table toppers and of course league leaders, the defending champs, CLERY, decked in the black and a touch of light green and I think orange on their kit, coming up against Central CASTRIES in the blue and white. The driver of plate number TX 1413, you're asked to move your vehicle, please. TX 1413, you're obstructing someone.
Yes, I did. Vehicle driver of plate number TX 1413, you are asked to move your vehicle. Play, similar to TA machine or TX 1413.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are. in your neck of the globe. And it's that time again where we gather to fellowship with the Semi-Pro Football League. It's Premier League action. It's a big one tonight. It's CLERY versus Central Castries right here at the Soufre Mini Stadium. Praise God for small victories. Right, and of course Elijah Williams in your company alongside Clive you.
Clive as Jules. Yes, Eli, good evening to you, and of course good evening to all our listeners and viewers wherever you are around the world. We know we have people watching from various parts of the world, Eli, following the St. Lucia Semi-Pro League. This evening we have a fantastic encounter on our hands, Eli, and we'll look at the team news, of course. We'll also look at the positioning of the teams on the table, because you know we're getting down to the business end of this second edition of the Semi-Pro League. So let's look at the teams, Eli.
Yeah, tonight were two blockbuster fixtures. For those of you wondering, where was the first game? It was on FIFA Plus, so you can feel free to go over there and watch it again. But the first fixture featured Veforsan versus Mabuya. That was 2 versus 3. And then this fixture, the second fixture, is a 1 versus 4. So that's almost a dress rehearsal for the semi-finals, if you want to call it that.
If the table remains
as is.
Yeah, definitely.
All right? So 2 blockbuster matches, and as you said, Clive, let's get into the team news. For Central Castries in goal, Alton Lionel, Giovanni Saltibus, Benarero Wellington, Emery Edward, and Tad Modeste make up the back 4. Anthony Christopher, Bernard William, and Shaquan Nelson, the midfield 3. Jamal Wilfred is flanked by McAllen John and Messiah Pinel. For CLERY, Devon St. Pri always in goal. Josh Harrow, Darren Joseph, Donnie Lionel, and Dylan Moore make up the back 4. Milan Jules, Lyndon Constantine, and Jonathan Arlene back into the starting lineup. Erickson McGlaw, he's flanked by Mervyn St. Romain and Daniel Marty.
Yes, it looks interesting. We see both teams getting players back into the lineup, and Emery Edward, a notable addition for Central Castries. His presence, the leadership, we mentioned that a little bit off air. Always Central Castries looks better with Emery. And we have Jonathan Arlene also coming back for the CLERY outfit. So the teams getting back to their full strength, if you want to say it like that, Eli, are expecting a good, exciting encounter.
Well, I definitely think this is, on paper, Central Castries' strongest team. Not so much for CLERY. We know there are quite a few guys who are out for various reasons. But Jonathan Arlene, he would have come into the last fixture, where unfortunately Callum Marius had to leave that fixture due to injury, and he scored the winning goal for CLERY. He started for the vast majority of the early parts of the season, and he lost his place in the squad due to injury himself. So it's very interesting. Of course, we also don't have Malik St. Pri up top today for CLERY. Not sure if he picked up a knock in that last game, but Erickson McGlaw, the last time he started, he scored a brace. So CLERY, generally a very deep squad. We are aware of that, and we think they will have what it takes to put up a challenge here against the Central Castries. On paper, who I think this is their strongest lineup.
Yes, it definitely looks their strongest lineup. And of course, we would have mentioned Penal Williams. Once he's present, the kind of energy he provides in the midfield for Central Castries is something to talk about, something to behold. The service he provides to the front line as well is critical in most of the encounters that he's engaged in.
Yeah, I would agree to that, Clive. I think in part, oh my goodness, I'll blended about Alton Lionel. Tad Modeste spares his blushes there. It did rain quite heavily just prior to the game. As a matter of fact, towards the end of the first fixture, and during the interval, it rained quite heavily. So conditions might be a little slick out there, but nonetheless, Alton will consider himself lucky not having paid the price for that.
Very, very lucky, Alton. And good on Tad Modeste. Just the awareness that he showed, Tad Modeste, just stayed with it and was able to help his goalkeeper recover from this one. And so that's good on Tad Modest and his awareness at the back there.
It looks like throw in. Giovanni Saltibus is in the right back position. Tad Modest in the left back position. And just to kind of build on the point that you were making about Pernell William, I think Messiah Pinel at this point is probably the best forward option that Central Castries has. He's demonstrated his ability to not just score goals, but to assist, to take on a man. He's shows no fear up front. But I think he has his best games when Pernell William is in the game. I think Pernell has the foresight, the experience to get him involved in the game when he needs to at the right times, at times where he can be successful in terms of his skill set. So let's look and see. Tonight, the last time Central Castries was out playing, he was able to pull up a goal. Tackle there.
This looked purely accidental.
I don't think that's accidental, Clivers. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. I think he actually looked for the foot of the player and stood on him. In any event, that was missed by the
official.
Luckily for us, we have the advantage of seeing several replays.
Correct.
So we can analyze this thing.
It's a bit of the trick in the trade on his part. He can get away with it. On the replay, you could pick up the facial expressions and everything else. But in real time, you might have missed that.
Yeah, I am not going to attach too much fault to the official. Maybe a little bit more responsibility placed on the referee's assistant, who may have been closer since it happened on the sideline.
A lot closer.
However, the game goes on, so it's been missed, and the game goes on as the heavens have opened up here and the rain is teeming down here at the Soufrière Mini Stadium, a venue where the drainage is fairly good, so you're not going to get a lot of line water even after a heavy downpour. But what will happen is that ball is going to skid across the surface.
That's right. Just kicks off once it's almost like a hydroplane of the water, whatever water that exists on the surface. And it gets a bit slippery as well, the AstroTurf, when there's moisture on there.
Yeah, as you can see, the ball is still rolling very well. It's not stopping. That means there's no pooling of water. Yes.
Very, very heavy shower here. The conditions very wet out there. Tad Modest with a throw-in out towards Messiah Pinel.
And he gets pushed off of it there by Dylan Moore, I believe, for CLERY. Yes, Dylan Moore. That was last night. You missed a peach of a game between Canaries and the home team Soufrière. I think that was the best game that I've seen in the Semi-Pro Football League from its inception. That is how dramatic this game last night was. But let me tell you, it's on the YouTube channel of the Semi-Pro Football League, so folks are free to go back and check it out. But it was an absolutely spectacular fixture. Ended up 4 goals apiece.
Yes, so I heard, and I'm sure going to capture a little bit of it as soon as I get the opportunity to do so. Of course, with the Rain pouring down here at the Sufre Mini Stadium. The game's just going along. Nothing threatening on any end of the field at the minute. And the CLERY in possession, looking to push forward.
Ball kick. These conditions, Clivers, you want to take your chances. When you get a sight of goal, you want to be able to hit that one low, maybe hard and low, or hard and high, in an area where the goalkeeper is forced to stretch, to reach, and anything is possible.
Correct. And once you could get it close to the goalkeeper on the half volley, it just kisses the water and flies through. It can come to him a little quicker than you expect and might just create an opportunity for you. So low and hard, what you're suggesting. I think that's the ideal in terms of shooting in these conditions. Of course, opportunity must be created. At the minute, it's a goal kick taken short. Emery Edward looking for Messiah.
Junior George overruling the referee's assistant there, who indicated that it was a throw-in for Central. Of course, we're looking at a Castries derby. You know, we often speak about noisy neighbors. I don't think there are any two clubs in this competition that are in closer proximity as Central Castries and CLERY. SAB and the CLERY playing field.
That's correct.
Just about what, a kilometer away from each other?
Probably less. Very, very close.
Very, very close. Good football there by CLERY. And what a strike! What a strike! It looks like Erickson McGlaw, I believe it is. Let's take a look at that replay. Milan Jules just got upended there. And it is Erickson McGlaw, the number 6. I did say he's a very capable striker. Scored a brace in the last time out where he started. And this time he's in place of Malik Senpri, who is absent from tonight's proceedings. But a fantastic goal there for CLERY. And Junior George did well there. He could have pulled that one back for a foul, Clivers, but he allowed play to go on.
He just allowed the advantage to go on. And Emery was very, very clumsy in that challenge, actually. And actually, he ended up impeding his own man as well in his effort at defending. So Junior George did well just to let this one play on. And Erickson McGlaw, making no mistake, he took that goal very, very well.
Yeah, he did. He did. Central will feel aggrieved. They will feel that they should have been in possession still. It should have been their throw-in. I'm pretty sure that will come up in post-match analysis. But the reality is you still have to do your duties. You still have to defend well.
You have to defend. Probably just caught napping. And really, Emery had to put in that challenge. Emery was really out of position as a central defender with his man still in and around the play. So, that said, Erickson McGlaw, he did fantastically well on a skiddy pitch.
Yeah, just for your information, folks, 15 points currently separating the two teams. As it stands, it will now be 18 points. But Central Castries in 4th position, 15 points off of the defending champions and runaway league leaders, CLERY, on 35 points at the moment.
Yeah, the CLERY is red hot this season. They just picked up where they left off last season. They won the league and they came back in as defending champions, and they're playing like defending champions.
Such is the gap at the top of the table that Vieux-Fort South, if they take their game in hand, they will still be 10 points behind. Clivers, that's the extent of the gap that CLERY has opened up over the rest of the field.
Yes, they've done fantastically well. The Vieux-Fort South, they sit in 3rd.
Yeah, they actually sit in 2nd position.
They've overtaken Mabwea Valley. Even with the results of the earlier game.
I think the earlier game ended 1 goal apiece, was it? No, Mabwea 2-1. Yes. So Mabwea Valley would actually have usurped them. Yeah, so actually they remain on 22. Mabwea Valley move on to 24 points.
So they would be
11 points behind the CLERY team, level on games, but of course CLERY now are going to go up a game. McAllen John spreading that one wide, trying to get it to the feet of Messiah Pinel. And Josh Harrow in his defensive duties there, getting that one clear for CLERY. Giovanni Saltibus nips that one in there, and McAllen John not clearly reading the trajectory of that one.
Just needed to time it a little bit better, McAllen John. He was there and thereabout. The delivery was good. McAllen John just could not get that head onto it. Probably just had it been Messiah Pinel with blessed with a little bit of height, he might have been able to reach it.
Yeah, maybe that, and maybe his flowing locks, all soaking wet water is getting in his eye too. The hairstyle, they allow for that, but CLERY now will try to stamp their authority, try to exact some control on this fixture, as they normally look to do. This CLERY team is so deep, Clivers. We've seen a myriad of changes from this CLERY team, and they just continue to motor on.
And this shows the depth in the team, and just how the management of the team has been speaking to the usage of the players. They've done fantastically well with that.
Skilled players in all departments. Have the luxury of bringing in Erickson McLaw, who would probably get to start on at least half, if not 3/4 of the teams in the league.
The other teams in the league, correct. Correct.
And you get to bring him on from Malik St. Prix, or the likes of Yannick Noel, who played the last fixture, not even on the in the starting lineup this evening. You have Irvin St. Romain as well, who plays primarily as a 10, sometimes plays off of the flanks as well, but he also started off his footballing career from the youth ranks as a striker. So they have those players that they can rotate. I just mentioned to you that Callum Marius picked up a very serious injury the last time out, but you have Milan Jules, you have Lyndon Constantine, who also fills in as a fullback. You have Jonathan Aline, Jamanuel Xavier.
You really
on the bench.
You have a solid bench.
These guys they're stacked.
It's a wonderful headache for for the backroom staff to have.
Yeah, it is.
Wonderful headache. How to use these players. You almost have enough that an injury to one or two of your players, either in the midfield, up front, or in the defensive line, would not alter the strength of your team.
Mm-hmm. The trick of that is keeping all of those players happy, which I think Zane Pierre, Curtis Paul, Chico and the likes, they've been able to pull off. I don't hear too much complaints from the CLERY players. Even Devon Zenpri, who's in goal, featured in midfield in one of the fixtures. I mean, they just have a lot of depth, and they're very well coordinated.
And it shows in the results that they've been achieving this season as well.
Ronam Cooper, Juan De Gazal, is still the joint top scorer of the league, even though he has not played for the last 4 or 5 fixtures. Big collision there, but I think it was illegal on the part of Devon Zenpri. Went out and punched that ball away. Got to the ball. Yeah, got to the ball. It was a full-blooded punch. Emery Edward shaken up on that one.
Devon Zenpri, there's a bit of action still going on.
Yeah,
there.
I think Emery Edward feels aggrieved, but I think that was a very legal.
Yeah, there was
tackle
nothing.
on
Yeah,
the
there
part.
was nothing untoward in the challenge, but the reaction from Zenpri, and now Emery is incensed, he's riled up. Junior George is trying to assist. He's calling the players just to try to get them to calm down as necessary to do so, even at this time, just to keep things at bay, really, and having a conversation. I think that's good officiating, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Emery took a heavy blow, so I can understand why he may feel like something should have come out of it. But like I said, I think it was a legal challenge. The keeper came out, won the ball, clattered into Emery afterwards. I don't think you're ever going to get a call going against the goalkeeper for that.
For that particular challenge.
Giovanni Saltibus at the edge of the area there. Well, some people might say retribution.
Yes. The thought did cross my mind. And I think the reaction of Devon Zenpri might have suggested something to that effect. And nevertheless, all's well that ends well. Zenpri with a goal kick. Straight to William, is it? Bernal Williams. Throw into CLERY after a bit of a tussle with Messiah Pinel. Defense has been doing well for CLERY. We've been playing well as a unit. In fact, we can only say positive things about CLERY and how they've executed this season.
Yeah, if you're talking about defense playing well, CLERY have only conceded 7 goals from the 13 they've played. This is their 14th fixture. If they keep a clean sheet, that's half a goal conceded every game. By far, that is the best defensive record in the league. The team that's in the second is CASTRIES. They've conceded 15 goals from their 14 games played. So just a little over a goal per game being conceded. Right, so CLERY not only the best attacking team, but the best defensive team in the competition as well, as per the numbers, and as per the points tally as well.
Yes. Throw into Central Castries, looking to make amends, looking to get back into the swing of things. This one has gone into touch. Goal kick.
Central Castries need a good spell on the ball. They need a good spell where CLERY is chasing after the ball and they have some level of control, but they can bring that ball up the pitch, not necessarily just take a long cross-field pass or a long punt up. And we've seen that quite a bit with Central Castries for the opening portion of the half, where they possess the ball in the back and towards the base of their midfield, and then you look at a long cross-field ball to the wingers or from the defense to the wings. And I don't think that's working. CLERY has that well covered.
I think they need to get Penal Williams a little bit more involved in the game. You're not seeing that transition play from the back and the ball coming through the midfield. It's always, usually, the strategy for me that has been employed is a long switching ball, either to Messiah or to McCallan on either of the flanks.
Well, Junior George just got him involved by booking him for that challenge there.
Yes, so he's involved now.
If Central is not getting him involved, the referee got him involved. Had Modest. Clearance there. Moving Central main. Very skillful player. One of the more versatile players there. No, nothing given. Good play there by, what's that, offside flag? Oh, offside flag is up.
Offside
good play by CLERY.
Yeah, good play.
That's what Central need to do. Be able to bring the ball up, progress the ball up the park, and get into areas where they can put a dangerous ball in and create some opportunities. For Jamal Wilfred in particular, he's not had the best of seasons. I think that's partly on him. There's also partly on the service that he's been getting last season. I think he got a lot more service. To Simeon Francis was in an attacking midfield position for Central Castries last season. A big miss for them. He was the leading goal scorer in the group with 10 goals, I believe. He finished the group phase from the 9 games from a midfield position. So that's a huge miss for any team.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go, Pinel getting an opportunity to get his man one-on-one, and he skips past him very easily. But CLERY very compact.
And that's the kind of possession you've been talking about, just working the ball way upfield. And now they're into the 18-yard. Just now Wilfred gets the opportunity to showcase his skill.
Yeah, and looking for something there.
It wasn't on, the referee would not have given.
Tony Lionel, just as big, just as strong, just as quick as Jamal Wilfred. And was with him shoulder for shoulder. Junior George saying, play on.
Jamal Wilfred went down just a bit too easily on this occasion.
Yes, CLERY on the charge again. Jonathan Allen offside, the flag goes up.
It was coming from an offside position, so that was an easy call for the assistant.
Yeah, but exactly the point you raised was what I was harping on a little earlier on. That last spell of possession for Central, it ended ended up in a non-penalty call. However, they progressed the ball well.
Yes,
they maintained possession in and around the box and looked for an opportunity. It didn't work out for them, but if they continue along those lines, eventually something is going to give, the law of averages.
Yes, definitely.
Alan John losing out. Jonathan Arlene, Dylan Moore, Milan Jules Moore. Good call there. Jules got bowled over. That give and go attempt.
Really something that happened off the ball.
Yeah.
Milan Jules has been tripped.
He's been fouled a couple of times, actually.
Yeah, definitely. I think this one too many for Junior George's liking. And he was forced. Milan John, as you said, as you keep saying, he's walking away gingerly, doesn't hit any less, even if the foul is given or not given. He's walking away gingerly. Now he's back into the action. Constantine, left footer in swinger, into the hands of the keeper who does not collect cleanly, still in the area, but just went out for a goal kick. Yeah, and we talk about the slippery conditions there. The goalkeeper was looking to punch it and ended up punching it downwards. Dangerous, really dangerous ball.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was surprised that he tried to punch it. I thought he would have tried to hold on to it, Alton Lionel. But maybe it's because of the conditions.
Because of the slippery conditions, yeah.
Short pass to Emery Edward.
Right there in the 6 yard. Just spotted a little something there.
And there's Pinel. On the charge, Pinel. Good tackle. Oh, that was a...
No, I'm not sure about that. I thought that he had all ball in this one.
Wow, and he got a yellow card for his troubles as well. Oh, wow. Can get that one in slow motion.
Yeah.
Super slow-mo. It looks like he got the ball to me.
Looks like he got the ball. I thought he was... Complete, stepped on the football, got possession of the football. I'm not a referee. I've not gone through the training that Junior George would have gone through. But
well, my brother, there's this whole adage, who have eyes to see, let them see.
It's correct. Yeah.
Man, I always say officials make mistakes just as the players do.
Yeah, definitely. And Nelson.
McCallan John coming across to take this one. So it's going to be an in-swinger as opposed to the out-swinger the left foot of Shaquan Nelson would have provided.
Too close to Devon Sempri. Collect, not cleanly. Again, we talk about the slippery conditions. Devon Sempri would have palmed that rather easily, but of course, with the conditions, he needed a second grab at it.
And the cards are coming out left, right, and center.
Yeah.
That's kind of, as an official, you sort of put yourself under pressure by how you start distributing cards based on the offense and based on the frequency of cards. You start off putting yourself under pressure because 36 minutes in, a number of yellow cards have already been issued.
Setting precedents.
Mm-hmm.
Let us assume early in the second half there's something equal or of more serious nature. You're putting yourself up.
He's obliged.
You are obliged.
Yeah, he's obliged.
Because you've set the precedence. So this is something that Junior George would want to watch Outstanding
goal!
net. Beauty.
Fantastic goal there by Central Castries. And this time, it'll be CLERY that will feel aggrieved. Although I wouldn't say that they should, because it was a foul on Donny Lionel. I don't think it deserved a yellow card.
Yeah,
it was a foul. They would have still gotten the kick. But Messiah Pinel spoke about him.
Back in the action, Messiah Pinel, and they've been looking for him all night. This time he just slipped in at the back. He's pacey, he's quick, and he was able to just get ahead of the defenders and place it to perfection. Excellently taken goal by Messiah Pinel. Not disturbed by the presence of Emery, kept his eye on it all the way through onto the boot and just
good
placed
spot
it.
there.
Yeah,
Good spot there, Clivers.
Yeah, excellent.
Emery Edward could have easily put him off. We do have scenarios where when you have younger players like Messiah Pinel, who I believe is 17 years old, they generally defer to the senior players. He would probably just have left it
for Emery. But he didn't. He just watched it all the way through. I think he knew that he was the target of that delivery, and he studied it regardless of what was happening around him.
From Emery's body language as well, he may have even given him a shout.
Yeah.
And said, hey, it's my ball.
It's you. Yeah. You could see it. Messiah Pinel's been, you could see the leadership quality in this young player. Though young, but he's really shown his leadership quality in this encounter. One apiece. 38 minutes gone. CLERY, and now we're beginning to see what you just spoke of, Eli, what we spoke of earlier in terms of CLERY looking to maintain possession and transitioning the ball from the back of the field all the way up the ground. So just you could see it combining a little bit. Yes.
Central.
Yeah. Central, sorry.
Yeah.
That's it. Central. Beginning to put it together, and you can see Pernal Williams and the likes getting a little bit more involved. I think he needed that little injection from Junior George. As once he got it, he's been a little bit more involved.
Yeah, that's the formula that I think Central Castries need to employ. They need to be able to carry the ball up the pitch. Those long raking passes are meat and drink for this defense of CLERY. You need to draw them out, try to get them into situations where they are trying to tackle and win the ball. And as a result, you can get opportunities via free kicks or even in open play as well.
The defense of CLERY has shown some good strength and they've been able to really shield the CLERY players off the ball. The likes of Dylan Moore, Donny Lionel, muscularly built, strong in stature, and really have an awesome presence at the back. And CLERY has not had it easy. Central Castries, has not had it easy trying to muscle them off the ball at all.
I think the game now, 40 minutes gone, is a pretty even contest.
It is.
I think CLERY had the better portions of the early going, and Central have settled down. They now are beginning to impose themselves, not necessarily dominate, but be involved in the game enough to be a participant, a noteworthy participant. As we see Todd Modest control just lets him down there, and we get a throw in for CLERY. So Erickson McLaw's early goal cancelled now by that of Messiah Pinel, and it's 1 goal apiece. This top of the table clash of 1 versus 4 in the Semi-Pro Football League. Lionel cuts across it keeps it in play. The big Central defender blasts that one across the face. Nothing there.
Nothing there. Just a bit off target. He might have wanted to look for the outside part of the boot, see if he could get a little bit of a drift back in towards goal. But nevertheless, I don't think Lionel, his attacking prowess and his shooting prowess was on display on that attempt.
Yeah, some of the other, what you just mentioned, I don't think he has that skill set, Clever. Skill set reserved for attacking players outside of the boot. Sort of cross that's going to swing back in on the goalkeeper. He's
not the kind of utility player you'd find in Joel Maffre, who plays almost anywhere for Canaries.
No, and I think if you see him execute a skill like that, it would be probably by accident. I think he would have missed the ball. Taking nothing away from Donny Lionel, he's very good at what he does. He's a player that can carry the ball out from defense. He can make a pass. Just those little intricate things. And
again, he's getting heated. It's getting heated. Junior George would have to be on his P's and Q's this evening.
Yeah, Milan Jules is visibly upset. He's been in the wars tonight. Been knocked about. Not the biggest player. Very quick. He can cover a lot of ground. Very skillful as well. Been knocked around a bit.
Junior George just trying to pacify the situation and to ensure that the game continues. He's dished out a lot of yellow cards, so a lot of players need to be mindful. Four defenders in the wall.
Repelled there. There's Donny Lionel with a long cross-field pass, raking pass.
Not what the doctor ordered for Central Castries. We want them to just transition the ball, pass the ball the way upfield. They've taken that long route one times too many. One minute of stoppage added onto the first 45 of regulation time. We were well into it, through into CLERY. And it's still one apiece here at the Soufriere Mini Stadium. It's a little bit too much weight on that pass from Lionel. Yes, this is going to be the final action of the half, feel like.
Yeah, one goal apiece there. Very interesting first half between 1 versus 4. It's a real heavyweight clash down here at the Soufriere Mini Stadium. Erickson McGlaw put CLERY ahead with some fine interplay in the 15th minute, only to be cancelled out by Messiah Pinel's 37th minute strike from a ball across from Shaquan and Nelson. So that's how the half ends. We'll be back for the second half soon.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goals, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going had a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me. It is the greatest honor for me as a player. I've represented my clubs, my community, from a young child, from under 15 to under 17, under 19, and on the national level for the senior team is the highest level you can possibly reach. I aspire to play against the highest level, the best players. That's where you challenge yourself and really get to know what you're about. If you're as good a player as you think you are, I am very excited for it to join the senior players, just get a feel for the environment, and travel and play for my country.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
I will fit into the national team playing style because I always try to listen to what the coach say. I try my best, even after I got now, my still restrict about the position where I have to play, so I can just suit the coach style and what he wants from us.
Great move, he scores!
For my team to succeed, I plan on making every minute on the pitch count towards goal contribution.
to your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life, let a BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
It's been a great experience being here on the national team. I came in when I was 19 years old, when coach then came in. I've been working with a lot of the fellas from overseas. They've helped me a lot, not just as a player, but as a human itself. It's been a great experience.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. BOSL saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now and you won't regret it. BOSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home flex, a home equity line of credit. Home quest for professionals building new dreams. And home switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home sweet mortgages, make it your own. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. BOSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. BOSL.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goals, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going, had a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me.
Welcome back to the second game of tonight. Yes, of course, the first game was played between Mabuya and Beaufort South. Beaufort South went down to Mabuya by a goal to 2. And here we have the defending champs, the league leaders, of course, team toppers, that's CLERY. They are locked at a 1-1 here with Central CASTRIES.
We're back here with second half action at the Soufre Mini Stadium. 1 goal apiece. Number 1 versus number 4, Central Castries versus CLERY. It's been a very intriguing first half, if you ask me, Clivers.
Yes, it's been an excellent first half in terms of the exchanges. Even Stevens here in the number of goals scored, as well as possession and just open play. Even Stevens, the game is very interestingly poised. And we see at the start of the second half, it's been CLERY with the better chance on goal. Very well defended there as well, CLERY. But now they're in. The Central Cast is in with a free kick, and the captain, Emery Edward, is the one who's standing behind that one. He takes it short and quickly as well to Modest. Oh, very timely intervention. And we spoke of, Eli, the presence of Emery in the lineup for Central Castries. And we see him, he's been able to pull up a lot of cards. He's very involved in a lot of things, pushing and tugging and just trying to draw an emotional reaction from the front line of the CLERY team.
Well, Emery can sometimes blow hot and cold. Sometimes he can have a huge impact positively on his team and their performance. Sometimes he could also be the cause of their downfall.
Correct.
We've seen, particularly last season, he's not played that much this season, but particularly last season, we've seen him give up penalties, have some rash challenges. And even in this
very game, the first goal was...
If that was spotted, that was a potential red card.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he intentionally stood on the guy.
Yeah.
You know, so I think, you know, there are big positives that he brings to the game, but also that same temperament that fuels those positives can also be a negative if they're not managed well enough.
Yes, agree. Well said, well taken. Just a very thin line that he walks, and the team feeds off his energy. And when he draws that line or he crosses that line, the team also feeds off that. So he needs to be mindful of that. However, it's a throw-in, long throw. Modest. Close to the 18-yard, that ball goes right back to him. Tad Modest looking to penetrate the CLERY defense. Can't do so. Corner kick to Central Castries.
Seems to be a player lying on the ground there as well.
I think he got hit. He's holding on to his head, in fact.
It's Nelson, looks like. Is it?
Yes, looks like him. a long throw. I thought it was a corner, but he was just fixing the corner flag. So, attempt at a long throw. Still Central. Penal Williams is the man who stands over this one. This one goes wide.
Junior George saying nothing there. He's really been letting them play in some instances.
Tell you something, Junior George as an official is really walking the thin line tonight himself. We spoke of Emery, but Junior George, he's dished out his fair share of yellow cards. We've not seen a red tonight, but I won't be surprised if I see a second yellow. And oh my goodness, and here it comes.
I think that's deserving of a yellow card.
I agree.
That's a little bit reckless.
I definitely agree.
Of Harrow there. He knew he wasn't getting to the ball. Should have controlled himself a little bit better. I don't think there was malice involved, but I think it was a little bit reckless.
I concur with you on this occasion. Nevertheless, it's a free kick to Central Castries. We're still at 1 goal apiece. McCallum John is going to be entrusted with this one.
Sometimes it's interesting to hear the comments coming from the stands.
I tell you, if it were to the fans for Central Castries, the CLERY would have just one player left on the field.
The goalkeeper.
And left up to the fans of the CLERY, Central Castries might have the same. Fans have see it from a completely different set of lenses.
That's fine. That's what you expect from fan bases. They follow their team, they trust in their team, they spur their team on. Yes, there will be a level of bias. But I would prefer them to be by us than by them.
Correct.
Like Jamanuel Xavier looks like it's in the game there, is it? Am I mistaken? Yeah, I'm mistaken. I mistook Lyndon Constantine for him. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier in the game, Clivers. I think Junior George has put himself in a position where it's now ticklish because he's issued so many yellow cards for softer offenses.
Correct.
That when these sorts of things happen, or not suggesting that the last tackle was a card tackle, but when you do get instances now, you are probably left in a difficult position because you don't want to send a player off
for this particular offense,
where it actually warrants a yellow card.
Yeah.
Right? So then you now have a scenario where the fan bases start to get wound up. Sometimes the players start to get wound up because they feel that there's no fairness, there's no equity.
You basically set yourself up to lose control of the game when you do that, because once emotions start and the players started to flare up, emotions start getting involved, fan base start getting involved in it, it really puts you in a very, very tight spot once that happens.
Yeah, some of the fouls that I've seen yellow cards issued for, I would think that they would be better suited if they were given in a scenario of persistent fouling.
Yeah.
As opposed to
just a one-off.
A one-off, yes.
Agree.
I think a talking to might suffice in those sorts of scenarios because right now you sort of have to be consistent. You don't want the game, the last thing a referee wants is for the game to be about them. Excellent control by Pernell Williams. A nice move there on Josh George, or Harrow I should say, sorry. And some more good football dance. Didn't look offside to me, but the referee's assistant puts his flag up.
He did wave it. Not sure he was, but he waved it.
See if we can get a look at it from this angle. we're not able to see.
Can't quite get it from this side.
I felt that Emery Alexander was not close to the action, was playing him on side. Not near the field, just up in the comms box. Vincent Romani for a lovely pass through there for Daniel Marty. Offside.
Lovely. This one goes for a corner kick. It was a lovely take down.
A good strike there by Williams and a ball across there.
Side flag goes up, but just a little bit of sustained pressure from CLERY. That's from Central Castries actually. To be corrected.
I think Jamal Wilfred is a little low on confidence. As a striker, you get the ball in that area, like what, 12 odd yards out, and for you to try to dink it across to somebody else, you put your foot through that ball.
You have to.
Alton Lionel picking up there. Central now building from the back. Beno. Another long pass, which, as I said, that's not going to work against Lionel and Darren Joseph in the back for this CLERY team. That's meat and drink for them. And Erickson Maglaw's touch fails him. Of course, the ancillary team will be keenly awaited next season, where they join the likes of CLERY in the Premier League. Of course, Erickson Maglaw, former player for ancillary.
Might be considering a move back to ancillary.
I don't know. Will they take him back? I've heard treason being called in some quarters. Yeah. Is it going to be a prodigal son scenario?
Probably. Or might it be that you are not part of our struggles, you can be part of our victory?
I don't know. I don't know.
But he'd be a wonderful addition to their setup. And I'm thinking, moving on to the Premier Division, they might want to strengthen, and adding Erickson Maglaw to their lineup would really be a plus for them.
It's funny you'd say that, because I think the likes of ancillary, similar to Vayfor South, I think they already have a team that is ready made to compete in the Premier League. I think they have some absolute quality in quite a few areas. And no doubt, all teams will be looking to strengthen, particularly seeing the sort of depth that teams like CLERY have. Vayfor South themselves also have quite a bit of depth as well. So I think a lot of teams will be looking to strengthen. But I think this ancillary team, when promoted to the Premier League, can actually stay up and be competitive in the league as is. But of course, like you said, never hurts to strengthen.
Hope this is not one of those. And now this is what we're talking about, Eli. This is where it should have started from the first half. By the time you get into the back end of the first half, early into the second half, then you may issue a caution to Suhey. I've been speaking, I'm ready for this.
Yes.
But you've started dishing out cards as if it was really dessert at a Sunday dinner. And now you have to revert to trying to engage to avoid this kind of physicality.
Yeah, don't get me wrong though. I'm not contesting whether the cards issued were legitimate or not. I mean, football is a very subjective sport. The official may see things in a manner in which I don't see it, right? I can only know what he's thinking after I have a conversation with him. What I'm saying is that you don't want to set a precedent where you're dishing out cards for tackles that are going to be very commonplace in a fixture of this magnitude. You probably want to start having conversations with players. Firstly, like we saw a while ago, because that foul could have been a caution. I don't think he played the ball, he played the man.
Yes.
Right?
Agree.
But I think in that scenario, level head, you come to the player and say, hey, I know this is a big fixture. I know you guys are excited. Temper yourself.
Correct.
You might get yourself in trouble. Temper yourself. And afford both teams, a couple of talking to, and then from there, you can now start stamping your authority because you've spoken to them on several occasions. Masai Pinel now has the ability to go past the player. Not this time.
It will take a little bit more than that to go past the likes of Donny Lionel and Darren Joseph at the back.
Oh yeah, definitely. These guys take some beating. Central Main now, he also has the ability to go past the player. Giovanni Saltibus gathering that one. We see Shaquan Nelson just floating past players. That's why Lionel is very good. Not just winning possession, but carrying it out of the back and passing it out. Not with the outside foot.
Yeah. Proper passing. Proper passing. None of that. He's excellent at that. Good passing accuracy. And he showed it. And he's a very strong player. He can hold the ball up very well. And he showed his skill in that regard. The battle continues, both in here and on the pitch.
A battle between good and evil, Clivus. Clivus is a battle between good and evil, my friend. And two goodly gentlemen are trying to do a job. And there is the evil that flies among us.
It's almost like a reverse scenario here. Yeah, that needed.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Because of the fact that he's issued so many cautions that you can argue may have been lesser offenses.
Correct.
It is expected now that anytime a foul like this occurs, you shout a card. So
he does receive.
He does. Okay.
He does receive the yellow card. And what you see happening, Eli, we probably will see one or two reds being given if that tempo keeps up in this encounter.
Yeah, I want to go a little further, Clivus, and speak on something. You may not agree with the official's call. You may not agree with the official's call. However, abuse of the official is never acceptable.
Yes.
It's not acceptable. All right? You can contest the call. You can indicate to the official, hey, I think that was a nonsense call. I think that was a rubbish call that you made there. But abuse of officials, never acceptable. Whether it's at the venue, whether it's online, in the streets, that's not acceptable. I tell people all the time, the players actually make more mistakes than the officials.
They do.
They make more mistakes than the officials. The officials actually get the majority of their calls correctly. Unfortunately, the big calls is what turns games.
Turns there, yeah.
All right, so there may be those little things then. There was some stuff happening a little while ago. Dangerous tackle coming in by one of the CLERY players. Penal William felt that there was a little too much in that. And even there, I'm not trying to give everybody an education, but the rules indicate that it's not just about winning the ball. You endanger the player, the opposition.
And the safety of the players is paramount to the official. That's part of their role to ensure the safety of the players.
And I think that's what Penal William was contesting. Can't recall which CLERY, but I think it might have been Donnie Lionel. Goes through, gets the ball, but his follow through studs up straight through Penal William.
Yeah.
And says play on. So, and all of these little nooks and crannies, if you want to call them. Throw in for CLERY. There's about 15 minutes to go in this encounter, Clivers.
Yeah.
And stoppage time. It's knotted at 1 apiece. And do you see any opportunities here for a team to go ahead? As we see, scuffed. And it's a penalty call there. That shot was scuffed by Jonathan Allen, but a scuffed shot almost came across as a pass. Was it Milan Jules that just got fouled there again?
Not sure.
Yes, it was. Milan Jules has been fouled several times this evening. Well, it's actually a foul going against.
Scuffed.
Yes, it is.
Committing the offense.
Milan Jules committed that offense. I didn't see that live. Very good on the official there. I mean, we've been on him for things that we felt that he's missed, but that one he got it spot on. We didn't see it live. Took us 2 or 3 replays to realize what was going on there. That the Central player had actually cleared the ball and Jules' follow through came through. So good officiating there.
When we saw him pointing at the penalty spot, he was really...
Yeah, that confused me a little bit.
It did. The signal almost indicated that he was calling a penalty. That was confusing. But nevertheless, it's a corner kick. Interested to Penal Williams.
Last night I got some interaction from the comment section on the live stream, so I'm going to ask again. At the time, I believe it was 3 apiece. Canaries versus Sufer. And I was asking the viewers on the live stream if they felt that there would be more goals in it and who would go to. So I'll ask the same question again tonight. Do you guys via the live stream think that there's a goal in it for Central, CLERY, or both?
Or none.
That's an option as well.
That's an option as well. My goodness.
Somebody says no more goals. Somebody says both. Different views on what we see in there. I suspect these are maybe too neutral. Somebody says 2-2 in my opinion. So that's three people that think both teams are gonna score. Somebody says if a goal score, it's has to be a mad penalty.
Yes, so been fairly even in this second half. Fairly even. And we've not seen any changes yet, have we, Eli? No changes so far. And we're 12 minutes. As we speak of it, there it comes.
Yeah. This time it's the blessing of the commentator, not the curse. We have some predictions in there now. Goal to Central Castries. Somebody says 3-1 to CLERY. Mati must score. Daniel Mati. Speaking of, 2-1 to CLERY, 2-1 to Central. Somebody says a game is a stalemate, 1 apiece. Thank you guys for your comments. That shows you guys are very engrossed in the contest. It's the same as the mosquitoes in here are engrossed in our flesh, Clivers.
Yes. A couple of changes being made.
A couple of changes made there by Central. Raheem Lionel coming in for Anthony Christopher.
Yeah.
Rivaldo Shalmine in for McCallan John. I think in effect, Raheem Lionel is the one replacing McCallan John. Good skill there. Bending towards Desium Poto. Rivaldo Shalmine would be a more likely substitute for Anthony Christopher. Sometimes the substitutes don't tell the correct story.
Yeah, it just
for midfielder and midfielder for winger.
The backroom staff really want to make some adjustments. So the names don't really matter. It's the personnel who's coming and what
bobbing
role.
and weaving. Sorry about that, Clivers. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. That was an interesting bit of skill on display from Shaquan Nelson, but of course he was impeded in his tracks, and CLERY took possession, but now it's a throw into Central. They've lost the ball. My goodness, be interesting to see that challenge on the replay.
That's what I mean. He got the ball, but he also got the man.
Yeah.
Good call there. It's not just about getting the ball. Gone are the days when you get a little touch on the ball and the tackle is good.
Touch by Mati. Second touch fails him. First touch was excellent.
Todd Mod has been substituted by Nathan Lamontine. That's also substitution. Todd Modest had been out. I think he had suffered a little injury, so may not have the full 90 in him on his return. Veneral Wellington takes it forward. Valdo Shalmine, midfield.
It's been crowded out. Pernal Williams.
Yeah, bear in mind these two teams, these players will be very familiar with one another.
I do agree.
They will take the recreational play with one another.
Yeah.
You know, some of them play on the same club teams. So these guys are very familiar with one another. That's why there's no love lost here tonight.
This is the politically correct way of referring to the Sunday sweat, recreational.
That's right. That's right.
Less than 6 minutes of regulation time plus stoppage. So the predictions.
Very good interception there.
Yes, excellent interception.
What are you saying? The predictions of one apiece, no more goals, seem to be on target?
It seemed to be on target, but there's more than enough time to see a change. But I don't think that there's more than one if there is a goal left in this one.
Yeah, I think we're going to see probably at least 10 more minutes of play. There's 5.5 to go and maybe about 4 minutes or 5 minutes of stoppage time based on the stoppages we've had.
Yes, we've had quite a few.
A Mossy date, Sufa Mini Stadium tonight. Of course, last night was absolutely bonkers inside of here. One half Canaries, one half Soufrière, and they were just as competitive with each other as the guys were on the field.
Yeah, but I do believe that there must have been some divine intervention for Soufrière. Somebody would have had to send a message across, because I was told that they were playing like a team possessed.
Oh yeah, they were in the second half. The first half, they looked like they had just come from Grosley Friday night. I can tell you that. But yeah, it was a fantastic advert for the semi-pro football league. Absolutely fantastic advert for the semi-pro football. Player down there for CLERY, looks like moving Central Main, making his way back up now. Look at this game. I think CLERY has sort of missed the hold-up play of Malik Senpri. I think think he really allows the team to go forward with his hold-up play and interplay. He's a goal threat. He's an assist threat.
Correct.
They've just lost that bit of a focal point in the front. I mean, yes, we did see Erickson McGlaw score that goal, but I would suggest not in the regular fashion of a Malik Senpri. And he's not been able to hold up the play and get players involved. Malik Senpri is almost like having a midfielder up top.
Yeah. Again, Nelson.
Very skillful.
Dancing and bobbing and weaving through. And I was able to draw a corner. Excellent play from him. Bringing all his skill to bear on this one. And he's looked dangerous every time he has the ball, Shaquan Nelson.
Irvin Fauché coming in for Daniel Marty. Shem Joseph in for Emery Edward. Is that looks like a yellow card issued there, and a second yellow card issued to Doniel Lionel, and he's off.
Ooh. What a time. I suspected that it might have been coming. Eli, I mentioned it earlier. Suspected that we might have gotten to that.
Gonna be an interesting, and I'm surprisingly enough, only 3 minutes.
And we've had a lot of stoppages.
Quite a few.
Yes, and 3 minutes. So CLERY now would really be looking to hold things together with the center back in Lionel being
off to the showers.
Correct. It's a long walk of shame, but he's done his job.
We hope so.
Yeah, we hope. There's enough time.
Ball coming in there. To be fair, his counterpart Emery Edward just got subbed out, and that might be an ideal situation for him to be in the game with a set piece, a ball going to be lofted into the box.
Yeah, he provided that target, that height.
Ball comes in. Josh Harrow there scuffing that one.
He likes CLERY has done well to basically nullify the threat of a Messiah Pinel in the second half. We've not mentioned his name, I think, for quite some time in this engagement.
Yeah, he's been well marshaled in this fixture, but I think it's because like I said, quite a few times we've seen Central trying to use that long ball to get their players in. I don't think that's an effective tactic against this CLERY outfit.
It certainly has proven not to be. And
I think Central look best when you have the likes of Shaquan Nelson carrying the ball forward and allowing his team to push up the park, or when you have Penal William kicking the ball over, getting it to the right areas, to the right persons at the right time. I think that's how Central is most effective.
Well, past the 3 minutes of added time. Central is looking for one more effort, one more attempt, and they'll get a throw in. We're getting very close to the last bit of action in this encounter, Eli.
Yeah. Over the minimum of 3 minutes, of course, probably about 60 to 90 seconds went in issuing that red card to Daniel Lionel and him walking off the pitch. But free kick for Central, and Central have every opportunity to steal this game away from CLERY. I probably shouldn't use the word steal. It's been a pretty even contest, if you ask me.
It's been. And I prefer to refer to it as a dip to the line, because they've been running shoulder to shoulder all night long. And
I like that.
Central gets the opportunity now to just get their noses ahead and try to take this one away. And it'll do them well, sitting in 4th position at the moment. Just try to rein in CLERY. I'm not sure that there's enough time to rein them in on points, but just to let them know that, hey, we're in this one as well.
Last time these two faced each other was at the Larissus playing field, and a vicious strike there by Penal William. Nothing happening there. It was a 3-0 drubbing that CLERY handed out to
Central CASTRIES. So
they'll want to acquit themselves well in this one.
Into 5 minutes plus.
Can I have a whistle now? And there it goes, folks. Another team taking a couple of points off of the defending champions, but unable to burn down the house as they remain undefeated. Central CASTRIES take a point from this one, and that's how it ends. 1 goal apiece down here at the Soufriere Mini Stadium. Erickson McGlaw opening the scoring in the 15th minute. Messiah Pinel equalizing in the 37th, and that was all the goals. Red card issued to Donnie Lionel in the 90+1. All right, and for Cliver's Jules, I'm Elijah Williams saying good night.